Good afternoon, my name is Jesús Ramirez and today I will talk about my internship project that receives the title of Digital Editorial Production focused on the conversational room for strengthening the oral linguistic competences in English at the Instituto Universitario de Tecnología Superior de Oriente, or UXO. Description of the company. The Instituto Universitario de Tecnología Superior de Oriente, or UXO as we know it, offers the careers of administration, mentioned in business administration and human resources administration. Languages, English mentioned. Informatics and tourism, mentions in hospitality and tourist services. Higher technical university professionals are trained in priority in order to respond to the growing demand for university professionals in the technical sector. This institute is better known for the career of languages in English mentioned. Geographical ubication. The Instituto Universitario de Tecnología Superior de Oriente is located in the Fabricio Ojeda Avenue, CC Camino Real, level Module C, floors 2 and 3. In the sector La Costanera, El Ejército Avenue, Nueva Barcelona, Anzoátegui State. Over here we have a picture of the institute. Functional organization chart. Over here we have an organization chart of all of the branches in the institute. Superior Council, Management, Board of Directors, Legal Advice. In this case, I made the internship project in the Community Service Coordination. Departmental Organization Chart. The Community Service Coordination is structured according to the following organization chart. And it describes that is composed by the academic submanagement, and then it goes to the Community Service Coordination, where I work directly with the Professor Luis Medina in order to make this internship project. Identification of the need or problem. In certain instances, a weakness in the student's English language skills can be perceived, which is constructed in the practice of community service, and which generally affects the execution of projects in contexts where, according to the community service law, the English language is required. Some of these students have these mistakes and they cultivate those mistakes in their future instead of fighting those mistakes and improving their linguistic skills. And this is a mistake that it has occurred to many students in the institute. Due to this problem, the strengthening of students' linguistic skills is required as an institutional need. Yes, it is. For this, a permanent program service activity or virtual book must be created in order to help these students improving their English language skills, and this is the norm in which this project will focus. Objectives. The general objective is to generate a digital editorial production focused on oral language skills in English, and the available resources designed to strengthen them within the framework of attention to diversity in the university context. A specific objective. We have 4 specific objectives, which are motivate the production of educational resources for integration of institutional efforts by building bridges through English as a second language. The second one is to elaborate the definitive content structure of the digital book for strengthening of oral linguistic competences in the student of UXO. Establish the framework of the thematic definition of the digital book for strengthening the oral skills of the students for first and second trimester in the career. Last but not least, we have to promote the strengthening of oral linguistic competences in English in UXO trimester 1 and 2 students. Over here, we have the schedule of activities developed during the internship period. In the week number 1, we have the meeting of the technical table for the organization of the activities to be carried out. In week number 2, we had 2 activities: the analysis of the topics and the introduction to the video book through a video that was made. In week number 3, we have the investigation of the topics on which the virtual book will be based. On week number, this was part of week number 4 as well. On week number 4, we also had a compilation and production of audiovisual material to be used as support in the virtual book. Then, the writing and editing of the virtual book was part of the week number 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The final evaluation and correction of details of the virtual book was also part of week number 9. And last but not least, the culmination of internship and presentation of the technical table, which was made on the last week of this project, on week number 10. Description of activities. The detailed description of the activities was that in week number 1, a meeting was held with Professor Luis Medina, and the activities to be carried out in the project and internships were systematized. On week number 2, we had the topics and content that will be reflected in the digital book, were studied. In addition to this, a presentation video to the digital book was made. On week number 3, we have the themes and content to be used in the digital book that were thoroughly investigated. Week number 4, we have the themes and content to be used in the digital book, were thoroughly investigated. In addition to this, audiovisual material was obtained and produced to support the virtual book. On week number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8, and number 9, we have the writing and editing of the virtual book. And number 9, we have the details in the virtual book were corrected. And in the last week, we have the internship project was concluded, and the project was presented as a technical table for the teachers. Linking of the internships and the occupational profile. The different competences that in the intern developed during the internship period at the institution are English 1, since I had to study a lot about this subject, about this topic, in order to implement all of those knowledge in the virtual book. Communication in the professional field, because I had to communicate in a professional manner to creating this book. A skill of writing ability, because I improved my writing skills in creating this book. And listening and reading comprehension, because I had to listen and reading a lot in order to be well prepared to creating this book. Oratory and linguistics were also some subjects that I was able to improve, because I had to investigate a lot about these subjects to implement that information in the virtual book. Theoretical and practical knowledge acquired during the internship. The intern was able to obtaining this knowledges in this internship project. They properly use the word tool to make a book, of course. Write and edit a book correctly in a correct manner. Use the Flickr platform to create a virtual book. Opportunity to develop a strengthening in the reading language skills as well. Virtual book made in the internship. Over here we have some pictures of the book that I created. The cover that received the title of Linguistic Skills, Linguistic Competences, which is one of the titles of the book, which is one of the content of the book. The syntax of a sentence, and we can see the subject, verb, and complement. Some of the main elements that we need to create a sentence. Conclusions. The virtual book will serve as support to reinforce the linguistic skills of the students in the first and second trimester in UXO at the institute. In addition to acquire knowledge in a general area of languages, such as the concept of linguistics, the linguistic competences that individuals can have, and how to improve in each one of them. The book made at this internship project urges the students to read and comprehend what they are reading, because sometimes students read a book, for example, and they don't understand the idea that that book gives. So this is why this project urges students to comprehend what they are reading. Recommendations. Implement the virtual book for the program of the conversational room in order to make that the students improve in the linguistic skills. Encourage students in the first and second trimester of UTSO to be more adept at reading. Reading material, the material that we're providing, or material that they can find on internet, because it's an important tool as well. Interest the student of the first and second trimester of the institute on how to improve their reading skills, and strengthen the oral linguistic of the students. Increase teaching capacities in terms of attention, flexibility, and efficient and respectful communication through the teachers and the students that can have these details in their linguistic skills. And last but not least, generate a selection process according to the needs of the students, selecting all the students that we can notice that have some details in their linguistic skills, and generating like that a solution in order for them to improve their linguistic skills. Thank you so much.